I hear that you're doubting yourself. You're thinking, oh, should I really go for it? But what if, but how do I even get started? No, I don't think so. Look, you gotta stop that right now. Let's talk about why you need to stop hesitating and just go for your dreams. So this past week, I actually talked to 3 different friends, and they all seem to be struggling in their own career paths. And this happened all in the same week. So I thought this is a sign for me to make a video for you guys in case you need help with the same problem. Now, although they all had different stories, they were all dealing with something in common, and that was fear and hesitation. Now, let's focus on one of these 3 friends. So her story was that she's been thinking about building her online presence for a while now, but she wasn't really sure where to begin, what kind of content she would be making, and whether or not this would actually bring her financial stability. She did have previous experience building up her online presence on a streaming platform doing gaming content. However, she stopped pursuing that once she got tired of playing that specific game. Now, I want to borrow her story to ask questions to you guys. Now, the very first question is, do you know where your passion lies? If you already know what you want to be pursuing, then off you go. You're already ahead in the game, so you could skip this step and move on to the next one. But for all of you who don't know where your passion lies, you need to start digging deep. I understand that this can be really difficult for those of you who really haven't thought about this before, but I don't want us to be 40, 50 years old, already 10 plus years down the road in one singular career path, and then to think, oh no, like I really don't like doing this, you know? So what do you really like? What do you really love? Now, this doesn't particularly have to do with a career path. This can be food you like. This can be fashion brands you really love following on Instagram. I actually made a TikTok video a while ago, and this was in Korean, and it went viral, and people are still liking the videos, saving the videos. And this was for you to make a mind map with your name in the middle and write down all the things you like. And like I said, this can be, I don't know, chocolate ice cream. This can be your favorite grocery store that you like to go get your groceries at. I don't know, everything. And then what you're gonna do is highlight the words that stand out to you. And out of the words that you highlighted, you really wanna focus on areas where not just you, but other people in the world would be interested in as well. So this is an example I heard from some other content I don't really remember, but let's say your interest lies in, what's an absurd example? This doesn't make any sense, but let's say your interest lies in cooking with paper. That doesn't make any sense, but just to get my point across. Even if that's your passion, nobody else in the world would be interested in the topic. Not a lot of people cook with paper, you know? You want to focus on areas where your passion and what the world's passion is. You want to find that common area. This is going to help you kind of pursue and push forward content that you like making, as well as what your audience would like as well. And for me, that would be art, fashion, and personal growth. Now, speaking of art, fashion, and self-growth, if you are a lover of any of these 3 things, I think you would really enjoy my art, which you can check out in my Etsy shop. I will have my shop linked below in the description box with a 15% discount code as well. So please go check it out if you're interested. Okay, now you found your passion. Now you can just begin. Well, if it was that easy, you wouldn't be watching this video, right? So there was actually one other thing that was keeping my friend from pursuing her dreams, and that was her fear of failure. Like I mentioned before, she already had previous experience building her gaming audience, but she stopped doing that once her passion for that specific game stopped. Now, I don't know if we can call this a complete failure, but for her, it could seem like one just because she stopped growing. Well, girl, you have to embrace failure. Now, I know that it's easier said than done, but once you really embrace failure and accept it as a part of the journey, then fear will actually disappear like it was never there before, which will give you a kickstart to actually pursuing your dreams. Take me as an example. It may seem like I already had this perfect picture of building my brand on art, fashion, and self-growth. Or maybe not. It actually took me a while to get here. I actually started putting up content about, 2-3 years ago, and the content was all over the place. But because I was a new user on TikTok, YouTube, basically everywhere, my content was blowing up. I had a 1 million view short form video. I was reaching more than, 200 and 400K viewers every time I posted content. But the problem was that my interests kept on moving from one area to another. So it was difficult for me to stick to one type of content. For me too, I found it difficult to find that sweet spot where the content I was making was actually a true passion of mine that I could continuously push out for a long time, while it was something that others, the viewers, would also be interested in as well. Now, if I thought that me not being able to find a solid content pillar was a failure, then I would have stopped there. But I didn't think of it as a failure. I kept on pushing myself, really digging deeper into what is it that I really like and what is it that the world wants as well. What's the sweet spot? I kept on pushing, I kept on digging. And that's how I got to this point where I now know what kind of brand I want to build here on social media. And of course, even today, I fail every single day. Some content does better than others. Sometimes my short form videos reach 10 views and I still keep going. If you're afraid to post something or if you're afraid to take that first step, you're not going to get anywhere. You simply have to start. So let's recap. We've talked about finding your passion and pushing past your fear of failure and simply getting started. It's really not about being perfect or having everything figured out from the get-go. It's about taking that first step and learning as you go. At least that's what I'm doing. Now, let's remember that everyone's journey is different for sure. And it's really okay if yours doesn't seem perfect. Neither is mine. The most important thing, once again, is to start and to keep going until it starts working. That's another point that I could talk about in another video, but let's not let fear stop you from living the life you truly want to live. If you already know what you want, go for it. If you're still figuring out what you want, then keep exploring. Your passion is out there waiting for you. Now, I want to hear from you. What is your passion? And what is one action you will take today to get closer to your dreams? Please comment below and let's build a community where we can support each other. Now, if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below and share it with someone who needs to hear this today. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Remember, the only thing that's standing between you and your dreams is the decision to start. Now let's make that decision together. See you in the next video. Bye.